Good morning. Malai Murasu, 15 minutes news in English. Headlines for the day. 8 resolution passed at Grand Madurai Conference. Mass gathering of over 5 lakh devotees call for temple protection, spiritual unity and cultural pride. Shouldn't we feel nervous before insulting Lord Murugan? Asked Pawan Kalyan. Andhra Deputy CM calls for respect towards religious beliefs at Lord Murugan Conference. Operation Midnight Hammer says US details how it struck Iran's end site in 25 minutes. Iran fires several missiles at Israel after US strike on its nuclear site. Iran turns to Russia after US strike. Top Putin aide hints at nuke support. US not at war with Iran but its nuclear program, says JD Vance on end-site strike. News in detail. MurugaDevotee passed 8 resolution at Grand Madurai Conference. Mass gathering of over 5 lakh devotees call for temple protection, spiritual unity and cultural pride. A large conference for Lord Muruga's devotees was held Sunday at Ammatadal near Vandigur in Madurai. Over 5 lakh devotees from various parts of Tamil Nadu took part in the gathering. The event was organized under the guidance of Hindu spiritual leaders and supported by the Hindu Munnani. The conference began with devotional song and prayers to Lord Muruga. Several spiritual leaders and Muruga devotees addressed the gathering. They spoke about protecting Tamil culture, Murugan temple and unity among Hindus. During the event, 8 resolutions were passed. One of the main resolutions was to light the Kartige Deepam lamp on top of the Tirupparangundram hill everywhere. Another resolution called for the protection of Murugan hills, stating that they belong only to Lord Murugan and should not be misused. The gathering also requested that politics be kept away from Murugan-related events. They demanded the removal of the Tamil Nadu Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments Department from managing temple. One resolution urged Hindus to unite and vote together in elections to show their strength. Shouldn't we feel nervous before insulting Lord Murugan? Asked Pawan Kalyan. Andhra Deputy CM calls for respect towards religious beliefs at Lord Muruga Conference. Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan warned against disrespecting Lord Murugan. He said that people should feel uneasy if they speak ill of the deity. He reminded everyone that Lord Murugan is deeply loved by many. Pawan Kalyan asked people to be careful with their words. He believed insulting the god could hurt religious feelings. The actor also said that freedom of speech should not be used to mock religious beliefs. He explained that hurting sentiments in the name of expression is not right. We should be proud of our culture, not make fun of it, he added. Pawan Kalyan also spoke about the importance of understanding the emotion of devotees. He said Lord Murugan is not just a god but a symbol of Tamil pride and tradition. PM Modi speaks to Iran President, calls for immediate de-escalation, dialogue and diplomacy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Iran President Masoud on Sunday. This came hours after the US attacked Iran's underground nuclear sites. During the 45 minutes call, PM Modi said he was very worried about the rising tensions. He asked for immediate peace, dialogue and use for diplomacy. He also stressed the need to bring back calm and stability in the region. On social media, PM Modi wrote that both leaders spoke in detail about the current situation. He said, India believes talks and peace are the only way forward. Iranian president called India a true friend. He thanked PM Modi for supporting peace. He also said that India's voice is important in bringing stability to the region. Operation Midnight Hammer says US details how it struck Iran's end site in 25 minutes. The United States carried out a major airstrike on Iran's nuclear site. The mission was called Operation Midnight Hammer. It involved more than 125 aircraft and a clever decoy plan to confuse Iran. General Dan Kane, a top US military officer, said the entire attack lasted just 25 minutes. No US aircraft were hit by Iran's air defense system. The US used 7 Stealth B-2 bombers in the strike. These bombers dropped 14 massive ordnance penetrator bombs, each weighing around 30,000 pounds, on Iran's nuclear site at Fordow and Natanz. At the same time, over 2 dozen Tomahawk missiles were fired at Isfahan. The bombers took off from Missouri and entered Iranian airspace. They finished the attack and exited in 25 minutes. This was the longest B-2 bomber mission since the 9/11 attack in 2001. Iran fired several missiles at Israel after US strike on its nuclear sites. Iran launched missiles at northern and central Israel earlier Sunday. This came after the US bombed 3 nuclear sites in Iran overnight. Loud explosions were heard in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Air raid sirens went off and Israeli air defense shot down many missiles. Still, at least 20 people were injured, rescue teams said. The US strike hit Iran's nuclear sites. This move supports Israel in its fight to stop Iran's nuclear program, but it also raised fear of a bigger war in the region. Iran accused the US of starting a dangerous war. US President Donald Trump said the strike was successful. Iran's nuclear sites were completely and fully destroyed, he said in a speech from the White House. Iran turns to Russia after US strike. Top Putin aide hints at nuke support. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev has made a bold claim. He said that several countries are now ready to give nuclear warhead to Iran. This comes after the recent US airstrike on Iran's nuclear site in Isfahan, Natanz and Fordow. Medvedev posted these comments on social media. He said the US strike failed to reach their goal. Instead of weakening Iran, he said the attack made Iran stronger. He said the Iranian government is now more stable. Many people in Iran are now supporting their leaders, even those who are not supportive before. According to him, the US attack helped Iran gain more public support. Iran has now turned to Russia for help. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said he would travel to Moscow soon. He planned to meet Russian President Vladimir Putin to discuss the next step. US not at war with Iran, but its nuclear program, says J.D. Vance on end-site strike. US Vice President J.D. Vance said on Sunday that America is not at war with Iran, but with Iran's nuclear program. Speaking on NBC News, Vance said, "We are not at war with Iran. We are at war with Iran's nuclear program." He said US airstrike ordered earlier by former President Donald Trump. He delayed Iran's nuclear plans. "We have pushed their program back by a very long time. It will take years for them to build a nuclear weapon," he said. Vance also made it clear that the US is not trying to remove Iran's government. "We won't want to regime change. We just want to stop the nuclear program and then talk about a long-term solution," he added. He blamed Iran for not negotiating honestly. "They refused to talk in good faith. That's why we had to act," he said. Pahalgam attack. NIA arrests 2 men for harboring terrorists. In a major breakthrough in the Pahalgam terror attack case, the National Investigation Agency has arrested 2 men for allegedly harboring the terrorists who carried out the heinous attack. The accused have been identified as Parvaiz Ahmed Jotar from Butkot and Bashir Ahmed Jotar of Hill Park. Both Butkot and Hill Park are in Pahalgam. They purportedly disclosed the identities of 3 armed terrorists involved in the attack and also confirmed that they were from Pakistan and affiliated to the proscribed terrorist Lashkar-e-Taiba.